Hello and welcome back to Card Spotlight. This week we're taking a look at the Shaytan Monstrosity, a creature that gains power when your own creatures die. It starts at 0 attack, but it can grow into quite a threat if you build a deck around it. So for this week I decided to build a mono yellow sacrifice, and I've had to adjust this build in response to my own deck doctor about Red Rush. I'm seeing a lot of Red Rush right now. So I've made a few adjustments to the deck to help tackle that. I've added 3 Choking Sands for those Queen's Guards and those Grim Guards. But also have some great sacrifice creatures like the Shaytan Assassin and the Lord of the Wastes. So let's see how this yellow deck performs on the ladder. Let's see if I can get past my own Red Rush. And yeah, see how it performs. Alright guys, into our first match. Not a bad hand. I think I'll just keep one Deathwish Ghoul. We'll keep the Manta Rider as well. This gives us some durable creatures to work with. What are we going to be playing against? I've only played this deck against Red Rush so far, so I'm curious to see what happens. So we get the Central Desert. Go to Deathwish Ghoul, and then we can go into Manta Rider. Now I added Kaleem's Training because it's such a powerful way of empowering the Manta Rider and making it so it can clear Ground Shakers. Very, very useful. And we're going to go down the opposite side. And we want to create these paths for the Shaytan Monstrosity. It has charge too. So like the Archons and the Windstorm charges, you want these lines to go down so it can move about. Oh wow, okay. Getting that Mystic Beast Lander in ready. And there is a Monstrosity to boot as well. Now, we can't clear this with the training, unfortunately. Although we could... we could potentially set up the Monstrosity to have a bit of attack. And then play the Manta Rider. So what we could do is we could Kaleem's Training. That takes us to 8. Fly it up. Play the Monstrosity. It leaves us free, hit in, gain 2 Faeria, into a desert, into a Manta Rider to challenge this. Might actually be the best line right now. Sure, we'll do it. We'll see how it pans out. So we'll move up. Play the Monstrosity. Free hit. And then we'll play the Manta Rider to block this charge to Tow Ship. Curious to see how this line plays out. We can kill the 4-1, and the Monstrosity will live to tell the tale. We can also... We can't really... Well, we can chase down the Tow Ship now. We do have the Flash Wind available. We only need 3 deserts for the Manta Rider. It's going to be a Wind Soldier first. Yep. 9-5. 11-5. Very cautious there. Making sure we don't run into the... Yeah, make sure we don't pick up another training. Our Wind Soldier, perfect pickup for us. We have a 14-5 Monstrosity right now. Very, very dangerous. Probably going to be a Mystic Beast. Yep. Mystic Beast. Alright. What are we picking up? A Deathwish Ghoul. So I'm going to double neutral up. Move this up 1. Just play this here. Sack this. So I'm trying to make a path for me for my Flash Wind to hit for 17. And if I pick up a Wind Soldier or something, I'm going to be in a really good position because I'm going to be able to use the Wind Soldier to sacrifice my last 3 attack and make sure I can get a one-shot off here with this Monstrosity. Very dangerous creature. Now this could just get frogified now, which would be a little sad, but I might as well play to my best line. And even if I only hit for 17, I have Wind Soldiers in the deck. I have a way to find lethal. Just gonna move up. Interesting. Oh no, is that a soul drain? No soul drain? Interesting. Interesting, okay. I guess we can just... Yeah, move up. Flash wind across. I'm gonna choke and sands this because there was no soul drain. There's no reason not to choke and sands it. Goes to the draw. That's it. I got the win. Well, no removal options for the massive monstrosity. Wow. You know, the choking sands there was interesting because my opponent hit with the war yak, and then I was thinking, you know, soul drain is going to come down or some form of removal, and then it didn't happen. So that made me believe actually there's probably no removal in hand. And the draw there didn't find that soul drain or that wind soldier, so we take the first win. Alright guys, into another match. Let's see how we do. I had to go into the deck builder and I had to make a couple of changes. I was getting a bit overrun by Yellow Rush, so I needed to make sure I could stand up against that matchup. I don't want to go into the middle here. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid of rush decks. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm in for a ride, guys. Now, this is a fantastic pickup, actually. This is like one of the best creatures in the game for everything. It's great defender, great aggressive creature. It's just durable, which is just really nice. It really helps. To the explore. To the mace man, into the drain. I kind of curse myself here. Because, yeah, I did Deck Doctor and Deck Pilot before Card Spotlight this week. And now I'm being punished for it. I'm fighting my own deck. The Mace Man's not too bad. Good Lord of the Wastes. I get a massive refund. I get to kill the Mace Man. And I can play the Manta Rider. That seems pretty good to me. We'll take that. We may not be able to collect Faeria, but we have other ways of gaining Faeria. That's one of the things I like about this build. We have sacrifice targets that refund us Faeria. Oh, we might see a middle here to push some damage. If middle mountain comes down, well spot's going. No way you're getting that back. And I also have the Flash Wind now, which I can use to move a little Manta Rider. Cypher's Fodder is a card that I've seen. This wasn't in my build, but I've seen this being used a couple of times now. Alright, let's take a draw. Nice. So we're happy to just trade off the Wind Soldier here. The Imperial Drain is going down. That means we can double collect next turn. Unless another Drain comes down. We also have the opportunity to just play aggressively if we want. It's going to be a Ground Shaker. I'm not sure if I win the race here. I guess we could just get rid of it. I mean, sure, I guess I could go 1, 2, 3. just go right around the world here. But we can use these Flash Winds a little later. Now we set up another double collector, and our opponent is Faeria starved. Could +1 into a Mace Man. Could just play an Axe Grinder, for example. +1 to Cypher's Fodder. It's just going to be a Cypher's Wrath. +1 pass. Really would have loved the Monstrosity. Would have loved the Monstrosity last turn. Didn't get one, unfortunately. Let's set it up. We have sacrifices here for next turn. So while it looks like a 0-5 now, a couple of sacrifices later could be a real threat. +1 Ground Shaker. That's really good because this means our assassin has a good chance of sticking around. Another Monstrosity. Okay. So I can play I could sack this for the assassin. I'd rather sack a Deathwish Ghoul. But not an option, unfortunately. So we're going to push a little bit of damage. Not much. But at least we can start applying pressure. And then if any of my creatures die, I can use, you know, I'm going to get that power up and that's going to continue to push damage for me. And this is why I prefer like building along here, because it's much more efficient to get this to the orb. But against Rush, you've got to build that defensive land placement. I'm hoping this is another fodder because I can use the Wind Soldier now. Which would be fantastic. Oh man, I wish I could get this down too. Let's take a draw first. Okay. Continue to apply pressure. Very difficult for Red Rush to come back from this, I think. Right, we can collect. And play this down. I'm going to play a Monstrosity here. Then we can sacrifice, I think. Because then if this dies, we get another power up. And I'm setting up lethal off the training just on this Monstrosity. So I'm hiding the training from my opponent. And there we have it, Shaytan Monstrosity taking down the Red Rush. I did say at the start of the video, I did prepare my deck to fight this matchup because I'd seen it a few times already. I did end up cutting a Choking Sand. Ended up cutting a Shaytan Assassin as well to add 2 Soul Drains. I didn't put Soul Drain into the list originally, but because I didn't see any Yellow Rush, but now I've seen 2 Yellow Rush before I played this match, which I just got completely blown out. I feel like the Soul Drain's a bit better because I can take care of these Demon Wranglers and these Demon Wings. So let's get into another match and see if we can do more wonders with the Shaytan Monstrosity. Alright guys, into our next match. This is not bad. I'll keep this hand. This is a lot better than last time. I've been playing a couple of games in between. Some games that have just gone pretty bad for me because I drew bad. And I came to realize actually that this deck actually needs more sacrifice targets. So I've taken a note from Green Yellow Sacrifices book, and that is to play the Village Elders. So we can cycle faster, we can also have more stuff to sacrifice. Speak of the devil, here he is, and I want to do this. Can I do this? This looks really good. So I played from the side of my orb, just so I could avoid the rush. That was the main reason. I dropped the Deathwish Ghoul down to start collecting. I think I'm just going to trade off my Manta Rider here on the follow-up. Because then I can get a 5 attack power-up on my Shaytan Monstrosity. And that's fine. I think that's absolutely fine. Speak of the devil, he's back again. I'm not expecting this to stay here. This might be a bit braver now and move up. If I just put the Deathwish Ghoul there, I don't think the Demon Wing would stick around. It's probably going to... Oh, it's going to be a Spirit Rebirth. I like this card. I really like this card. So now we can debate things a little bit. We can do this. I'd really like the monstrosity in this position, but I don't think I have that luxury. Let's stick him here. Take care of that problem there. And next turn we can chase down the Demon Wrangler. This sets up a Wind Soldier path for the follow-up. Well, I probably have so much Faeria to work with, but at least like Green Yellow Sacrifice needs to build lands. Probably not going to be any card draw, it's just going to be using what's in hand. An assassin? No, it's just a Wind Soldier. Maybe another Wind Soldier. And a spider. Okay. So we can take a draw. Very nice. I want to take care of this now before it starts getting out of hand. See, I really wanted to keep that. Maybe I should have just Wind Soldiered actually instead of using the Ghoul. Just for a better position for my monstrosity. Gonna take land there. It's very safe actually. I was actually just thinking then that would probably be my next land spot. Very aggressive land, some of the Lord of the Wastes. Yeah, we're just gonna summon a Lord of the Wastes here instead. Also get to cycle this Village Elder into a Demon Wrangler. There's no help to us, so let's pass. It's also protected against Flash Wind, that forest, if like a Flash Wind setup. Which is pretty cool. If I'm lucky, my Lord of the Waste will live. I can set up some problems for my opponent going forward. I've been altering this deck while I've been playing through Card Spotlight because I needed to find out where the problems were. And I think the main problem I've had is lack of sacrifice targets, and I'm hoping the Village Elder helps with that because we get to cycle, we get to find our monstrosities a little easier. What is coming up? Double Wind Soldier would be the saddest thing ever. Double Wind Soldier Flash Salmon would be the saddest thing ever. Oh, there is a Flash Salmon. Into Soul Eater. Into Soul Eater. So I need to find if I rip a Flash Wind off the top now, or a Kaleem's Train in, I'm going to be in a very good position. That is not what I needed. Okay. Okay. Now I can kill this one. And I can give all the attack to this monstrosity instead. And I'm in the same position I was in before, where I'm just looking for that right option. So let's do that. Let's get this monstrosity down. So we can collect. Let's kill this one. Let's summon this assassin to challenge the Soul Eater. And I'm in the position where, again, if I pick up a Khalim's Training, I'm going to win the match. As long as there's nothing blocking my straight path up. Soul Eaters are generally the better win condition when it comes to the assassin. When it comes to sacrifice, sorry. These grow in life as well. Monstrosity increases its power what dies on board. When it's on board with Soul Eater, just gains power while it's in your deck. Keep with Stalker. Really, really hoping there isn't a Fanatic here. Village Elder. Oh, the Bone Collector block. My lethal has been destroyed. I had the Flash Wind straight up. So what do I do now? Take a draw. I can't even move this away. Because now this is in the way. I mean, if I could push this just straight back up, I could wait again. It's not likely to do anything, unfortunately. Push this over here. Can't get to my... Well, it actually can't get to my Monstrosity. I Flash Wind this here. Yeah, because the paths don't line up. Alright, we're going to do it. So now we're banking on this Bone Collector moving out of the way. That's what we need to do here. It's a 2-turn lethal with the Soul Eater. But Cardinal's smart. Knows my tricks now. He's seen the Flash Wind. I want another blocker as well. Yep, just gonna go for the orb. So I don't think I can win from this position. Too smart for me. I can clear this. The problem is I have the inevitability of another Soul Eater showing up. I guess I will still play this out. We'll see how it goes, but I'm not optimistic, to say the least. Because now my win condition is Manta Rider until I pick up another Monstrosity. Manta Rider's not a very good win condition, that's for sure. So unless that Soul Eater's right at the bottom of the deck, could be a problem. We'll see what comes down. Land in a Soul Eater, probably. Sky Axe, that's a problem. That's a big problem, actually. See, if this didn't come here, I could play the land, and I could play the Manta Rider, and everything would be just fine. We'll take a draw. There's a Khalim's Training. Could have done with that a little earlier. All these Demon Wranglers sitting in my hand doing nothing. The saddest of times, but I guess we could Wrangler the... So we could do this. Let's try and kill the Bone Collector. Wind Soldier or Flash. Actually, Flash Salmon's enough at this point. Because now Green Elves like have that tool. But yeah, that is going to be it. Right, it's going to spell the end of the Shaytan Monstrosity. Not the best of win conditions. Definitely fun if you pull it off. And yeah, that wraps up this episode. That wraps up this episode of Oversky Card Spotlight. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoy Shaytan Monstrosity. Not the greatest of win conditions. It's pretty weak as a card overall, but sometimes you can catch your opponents by surprise and take them down with massive monstrosities. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. We recently had Deck Doctor and Deck Pilot showing Red Rush, so if you'd like to climb the ladder quickly during the season, I'd definitely give that deck a go. So until next time, guys, take care and have a very Merry Christmas.